That duck sound was a sneak peek of what this episode of the Special Chronicles show is all about. Coming up right now on specialchronicles.com. This episode is brought to you by listeners like you. Support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. Support for Special Chronicles is also brought to you by our patron supporters. Becoming a patron gets you exclusive access to Bonus Cast, a patron-only podcast with bonus features. Support the a patron-only, yeah. So subscribe to either an annual season pass, a 2-month pass, an episode pass. Become a patron supporter today at specialchronicles.com/bonus cast. That's specialchronicles.com/bonus cast. Support for Special Chronicles is also made possible thanks to a grant from the ComEd Energy Force program, the country's first energy efficiency program designed and taught by people with disabilities. Learn more about how ComEd is powering lives at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd. And brand new, you can now join our Text to Give supporters. Text to Give to 833-953-2598. That's text give to 833-953-2598. And we thank you for your generous support for mission at Special Chronicles.
This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
Podcasting since 2008. This is the show where we're broadcasting disability stories from an insider's perspective, and we are giving a voice to people with special needs. This is your weekly guide to find and joy, acceptance, and inclusion.
I shudder thinking how the world can be so cruel. I lend my voice to those who can't. It's time we tried, it's time we cared, it's time we stand. It starts with a voice.
Coming up on the Special Chronicles show, episode 377. I think it's. I totally think I have to look at the episode number. just looking at the time. I don't know what episode this is.
That's all right.
Well, folks, that's what you get when you do the show prep for the sneak peek line in bed the night before you record. So we're gonna blame it on that. And this, we're so excited as you tell from that intro. And you tell from, if you're watching the video, the audio listeners can't tell. Actually, you can tell like that. And yeah, it is a sneak peek of the upcoming 2020 Boat Show, Chicago Ducky Derby. And our special guest is the 2020 Duck Ambassador, good friend, longtime returning guest, Mike. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you, Daniel.
And we should also mention, because of viewers, the person sitting to the left of you, right of you, whatever, guest appearance. It's not just there to look pretty like the ducks, but is going to actually add some input to this. Is our friend and yours, Alex.
Hi, guys. It's good to be back.
And yeah, so we're super excited. And if a listeners want to know if they are, well, probably because we're recording this, not live streamed, they can listen on demand or watch on demand. Is that a thing? Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
that's what people do, right? Like, I don't listen to live radio. Do you listen to live radio? No. So it's all good. If they want to text in any comments, and they can do that by this new thing. It's a new thing that's, you can now text me 630-280-3082. It's easy, Alex, right?
It's very easy. That's how we submitted a lot of questions.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. That's how Alex and Special Olympics Illinois submitted questions, and you can as well. It's super easy. What do you have to do?
So I just text Daniel. He gave me the number. It's not his real cell phone number.
It is,
Text.
but it is the real Daniel.
Right, of course. It's really going to Daniel. But he's not giving you his personal cell phone number.
Yeah.
For safety, you know.
Safety.
So you text that number, and it gives you a little pop-up message. It's like, hey, do you want to stay connected to Daniel? Follow these links. And you put in your name and your email, and then you have a new contact for Daniel, and you can send stuff you want. You can anytime.
Anytime. And it is safe. So 630-280-3082. And let's get the show kicked off with a sneak peek. Mike, longtime listeners will remember you because the last time that you appeared on this fine, groundbreaking program, and I'm not just saying that, that's what's part of the introduction in speaking in Abu Dhabi. That's what they said. So what we call that, you were a guest on this show doing a live audience show at a pizzeria, right?
Right. Yeah, I remember that. That's a couple years ago, Dan.
I know.
You, your mom, and dad were all there. That was a good time, though.
That was, and now sadly that pizzeria is closed, but nothing to do with us. I mean, we brought people in, but like, yeah, we were probably the only people that brought people in. So, yeah, why don't you reintroduce yourself to our listeners?
Hi, my name's McLaughlin. I live in Elmhurst. I work at Jewel downtown in Elmhurst. I've been at Jewel for 18 years. And I'm involved with Gateway. They're from Burr Ridge. And some of my sports I do is basketball, volleyball, bocce, and sometimes bowling. Yeah, I enjoy bocce very a lot.
Awesome. Fun fact for our listeners, I think my C-Spell team played your team, Gateway, in basketball.
Yeah, you probably played our lower team. Basketball.
Yeah. So I know we all wish we could be competing this year, but
yeah, I know. Yeah, a lot of our sports been cut out because of the virus, but nothing you can do. It's better to be safe.
Yeah. Well, on that note, and moving right along, what's the? Can you tell that I have my free coffee today?
We need that over here.
I know.
Hey, coffee.
If there was a way to like share coffee through Zoom, I would have done that. But I would have gotten coffee anyways. Okay. But now you can text me. So
Yeah, we'll text you our order next time.
yeah. Okay. Good. Watch. We're gonna get all these listeners saying, "Buy me coffee."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Daniel,
Save us a free coffee, Daniel.
Why did we stop that? Okay. So what's it's duck themed because there's something big happening, but it's something that people know, but at the same time, they don't know what is happening, right?
Very true.
So should we say, you sound like it's hashtag Chicago Ducky Derby.
Well, the Chicago Ducky Derby is one of our signature fundraisers here at Special Olympics Illinois. A lot of you guys have probably seen it before. It's when we put all of the 60,000 rubber ducks, they splash into the Chicago River and they race, and it's really exciting. We do the big family festival beforehand. We just kind of take over the city for the day, and it's really bright and fun and colorful. And we love that event. This is our 15th year of the Chicago Ducky Derby, but because of COVID and all of our safety precautions, we are not going to congregate in person this year. We're going to do it virtually. So it's going to be our first virtual Chicago Ducky Derby, which is pretty exciting.
It is pretty exciting. And speaking of that, Mike, do you want to share when I guess I always can talk, but maybe Mike can say it. When is the Chicago Ducky Derby happening this year, 2020?
This can be happening on August 6th, 2020 of this year.
Awesome. And so as we said, it's going to be different, and that's because of this whole global pandemic, COVID-19 crisis that we're all in. Is the Ducky Derby still happening this year due to this current situation?
It is. So our virtual festival, instead of the fun family festival where we have music playing and games and all of that, and person. We're going to do it virtually. So that's going to start at 11 o'clock. We'll have a 2-hour family festival virtually. And Mike's going to be a part of it. He's going to be awesome and helping us with a bunch of fun content. The Darling Ducklings, of course, will be a part of it. We have really fun support from iHeart and Fox 32 Chicago. They're going to be a part of it. We've got some live performances and all sorts of stuff coming up. But it'll be a fun time. It'll be different, but it's going to still be really fun.
Awesome. And speaking of the live performances, because we all love to dance and music and stuff, we won't give anything away of what one of those live performances is, but we can say if people stay subscribed to this program, Special Chronicles show, then they will get another sneak peek in the coming weeks, right?
Yeah, yes, we're going to have one of our featured artists interview with Daniel as well. So stay tuned on that. Should be pretty exciting.
Yep. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like we're giving a lot, like the downloads really went high, like in the hundreds for our virtual summer game sneak peek. So I feel like people are loving these sneak peek podcasts.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with it too. We hope, most importantly, we hope that the athletes are enjoying it. We're trying to definitely just bring some joy to everybody's life.
So new happenings this year, Mike or Alex, do you want to comment on what's new with Chicago Ducky Derby? I mean, besides the obvious, which is virtual, but
right. Well, we also have new souvenirs. Mike is wearing our T-shirt. He's rocking that. Looks awesome. We have souvenir tank tops this year for sale too. You guys had the Quackers going. We have those, of course. We also have a whole bunch of stuff for dogs. So if you have a pet, we have dog bandanas, we have frisbees, we have water bottles, really fun stuff.
Question.
Yeah.
Hopefully an answer to that question, but do we have Chicago hashtag Try Ducky Derby duck masks
Ooh, we don't have specific Shy Ducky Derby ones. I'll be honest, my mom made me one. That's pretty cool. But we do have Special Olympics Illinois.
Awesome. So I feel like all of us athlete leaders should be wearing those.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Safety first for sure.
Right? Yeah. So maybe we could talk to some other people about that.
Yeah.
I feel. Okay.
But also not new, but of course important. In addition to souvenirs, when you're on ChicagoDuckyDerby.com, you have to remember to adopt your duck.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost, the most important thing you could do.
How many? Because we're going to save the best questions for the duck ambassador.
Right.
Coming up, so people
save the boring questions. That's okay. I'm used to it.
Yeah. Because it is athletes first, right?
Right. Nobody wants to talk to me. I'm just here to give logistics. It's okay.
So how many years has this signature event been occurring? I know for Mike and myself, we have been involved with the Chicago Ducky Derby for many years as athlete leaders, but how many years?
This is our 15th annual Chicago Ducky Derby. 15 years. Can you believe it?
Wow. So are we going to be able to sell 15,000 ducks?
We're going to sell more than 15,000.
Oh, more than that. I mean, that's what I mean.
Come on, Daniel. More than 15,000.
I was trying to kind of tie with that 15 number.
No, the Darling Ducklings could sell 15,000. No, I bet.
Yeah. That's what. And speaking of the Darling Ducklings, that fits in with the next question. I don't know how did you know what the next question was? It's a good podcast transition to the next, and that is, what is? We might be a little biased here, but what is the number one fundraising team for the Chicago Ducky Derby?
Obviously, the Darling Ducklings. Right?
You have the Darling Ducklings.
Yeah. So there you go. So everybody else can try to beat us, but you can't really beat us.
No one really comes close. You guys really, really, really do an amazing job of selling ducks.
Yeah, awesome. And now,
are you on the Darling Ducklings this year, Daniel?
Yeah, I have. I have to get selling, but I will. When this sneak peek comes out on Monday, people will be. I probably should add a picture to my page. Right? Yeah, we'll do that. I'll talk to you guys off air about that. So why is the Chicago Ducky Derby so important?
Chicago Ducky Derby is important always, but this year more than ever because we're still trying to raise funds for Special Olympics Illinois. All of the proceeds that we raise through this event directly go back to the athletes. So that's what helps us to put on competitions all throughout the year and support our athletes and leadership and training and all sorts of things.
Yeah. And speaking of that leadership and training, we have hopefully Leadership Academy coming up this fall. So, and some new stuff.
Those are both athlete leaders. That's awesome.
Yeah. So next, a question that I don't know, might be obvious for some people, but it was in the frequently asked questions on the website.
Sure.
So I kind of stole this question from there, but it's all good. They wheel ducks or rubber ducks that go into that get dumped into the Chicago River.
Are they real or are they rubber?
They're rubber.
Yes.
I need to put a big disclaimer on that for
We
people.
get that question a lot. We really do. A lot of people will ask on Facebook and different things if they're real ducks, if they can adopt a real duck. No, they are these little rubber ducks.
And just for our listeners, because I'm sure we have kids that listen, unlike on the Daniel and Georgia show last week, this week I had to put a disclaimer, a parental disclaimer on that episode. Listen to find out why I had to say that. But what sound do ducks make? People heard it at the top of the show, but what sound do ducks make? Well,
So cute.
we're having a cracking good time on this episode. Oh wait, there we go.
Loved it. That was funny.
All right. So, see, this is why people should adopt a duck because it's because of Special Olympics that Mike and myself and over 23,000 other of our fellow athletes have fun.
This
Right?
is the highlight of my week. That's for sure. This
Yeah.
is super fun.
So, why adopt a duck and how much to adopt a duck?
Adopt a duck so you can support Special Olympics Illinois and athletes like Mike and Daniel. And you can adopt a duck for $5 online at chicagoduckyderby.com.
Awesome. Chicago.
If you want. We would love it if you adopt more than one. You can buy a backpack, block, a diamond duck pack, but they start at $5.
Awesome. So, chicagoduckyderby.com. And where can people adopt a duck? Websites, socials, plugs, event hashtags, which I'm sure will be our assistant video producer will be putting that information on the screen. But for our podcast listeners, because people might be listening to us when they're driving or walking or running or cycling.
Very true. Very true. You can always check out our social channels. So at Special Olympics Illinois on Facebook and Instagram and now TikTok. We just joined TikTok.
Oh.
We're excited.
I'm too old for that.
I don't handle it because I'm too old for it too, Daniel. I don't get it. I've never felt older trying to make TikToks, that's for sure. But we have a lot of staff members that are very talented and very good at it. And then on Twitter, we're at SO_Illinois. So if you join us on any of those social platforms, make sure you use the hashtag #ShyDuckyDerby.
Awesome.
But show us your souvenirs, show us how you're getting ready for the race, show us like your dog and his cute bandana. Love that kind of stuff.
Oh, like what I did before we started recording, I took a picture and of the duck in the podcast studio, and so even ducks can podcast, right?
Absolutely.
So on that note, how can I, not I, but like maybe this is more for the listeners. How can the listeners and our community participate in the Chicago Ducky Derby while still social distancing?
You can start a team. That would be really, really helpful. So you can sell ducks basically virtually at this point. We've been pretty virtual for a while, but the easiest way to get involved would be either to be adopting a duck yourself, or to start a team and sharing that out to your friends and your family and coworkers and encouraging them to adopt a duck as well.
We put a link to the so I don't know if you guys know what Pretty Links are, but that's where it's like with WordPress, where like you can take a long old link like a duck like a team page, and you can, so it could be like Chicago Ducky like try duckyderby.org/All Ducklings. And then that way, maybe on the screen, could we put that pretty link to our Darling Ducklings team?
Yeah, for sure. We can make
awesome.
that.
Awesome. So
yes, that's the best way though for you guys to help us is definitely to be sharing the Darling Ducklings team, because then people can adopt ducks directly from you and from Mike, which is pretty awesome.
Awesome. And two final questions before we get to Mike's questions. How do my ducks get, because we're saving the best for last, and so no offense, Alex.
None taken, no worries.
All right. So how do my ducks get in the water, and how will I know if my duck wins?
All right, so we won't be actually having a splashdown this year. The duck event will essentially be more of a raffle. But
you say a quaffle?
I'm sorry?
You say like crack, like craffle?
Yeah, yes. Quaffle. I like that. That's cute. What you should be saying moving forward. Yes.
Yeah.
We're still going to have a lot of entertainment, and we'll do some sort of fun event surrounding the actual duck race. They just won't fall into the water this year, unfortunately. Because we want to keep everybody safe, and we want to keep a social distance and just play by all the rules. So we're excited about that. It'll be a new year. It'll be fun in a different way, and we're happy about that. And if you are the winner, we are going to be able to announce that. We're hoping on our stream or on the Fox, or via this Fox special.
And with that, where we get to Mike's questions,
yeah.
But with that, I just blanked on the question, but it was, oh yeah, I remember what it was. Okay, so you know how with the virtual summer games and the opening ceremonies, the awesome opening ceremonies, I'm not just saying that because some of us were part of that, but so the fireworks will actually, okay, I'm giving some behind the scenes stuff. Hopefully that's okay. But
yes.
Okay, so it was the fireworks from last year's summer games. So we reused those fireworks. So with that, are we able to like reuse the duck splashdown and race from last year?
Yeah. We'll use that footage. For sure. We'll definitely feature that footage at some point throughout the stream, because that's what everybody thinks of when they think of this race. They think of all the ducks in the water splashing down the Wabash Bridge or Columbus Bridge in the past. They think of the activities and all the fun that we have. So we'll definitely find a way to use that footage for sure. Thankfully, Fox and iHeart have been such great partners to us over the last few years. And they have so much of that for us to pull from, and we have so much of that with our awesome volunteer photographers and videographers and everything too. So yes, definitely, we have years of really cool footage to use in this stream. But Daniel, I completely forgot to mention, I've been sitting and burying the lead this whole time.
Oh.
A really cool thing that is new this year is our Ducks on McMillin campaign.
Oh, yeah, I know. I can't believe that we didn't mention that. I mean, like...
we do need more coffee.
I know we do need more coffee. I mean, but speaking of free coffee, I mean, okay, actually, we shouldn't say this because they're not a sponsor, but they should be of Special Olympics and Special Chronicles, right? Shouldn't they sponsor?
Hey, that would be great.
Okay, I'm not saying the name, but like, okay. So with that, that's because it's exciting. I knew about it like even like when they were planning it, because your boss, my SSIGM Monto,
yep.
Yes,
Mr. Chris Winston is our is spearheading this campaign, and it's been really, really fun. So we.
By the way, no one is my back yo-yo. Oh, he's also my back yo-yo. He doubles as my back yo-yo.
Oh. Yeah, me too. Yeah, he's really great for that. He's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He's been working with, or we're working now, I guess, with the McMillin Association. And so, and they do these big public art installations every year, multiple times throughout the year. And we're so fortunate this year. We get to put ducks out on the McMillin. So we have 25 ducks that are out on the street right now. And they were all painted by wonderful Chicago artists. Some are street artists, some are artists with disabilities, which is really great. So it's an inclusive movement that we've got going on. And we're just hoping to bring some joy to Michigan Avenue and promote the duck race in that way as well. But that campaign is sponsored by Make Corporation and our board chair, Karen Wilson. All the applause and love to them for helping us on. So yeah, that's something to go ducksonparade.com and check out all the information about where they are, the sort of maps and stuff, and all the ducks are out there featured with their photos. But if you are looking to get out of the house and want to throw on a mask and go see the ducks on parade, or ducks on McMillin, excuse me, we encourage that.
And in addition to linking, of course, the duckyderby.org and the social media and hashtag on the show notes, we will also put a link to the on my sticky note, ducksonparade.com.
Perfect. Yep.
Okay. And so both in the show notes on specialchronicles.com for this episode, whatever episode this number is. My producer didn't tell me, so I don't know. And as well as on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen. iHeart. I think people should listen to this. We should share the link to this sneak peek on iHeartRadio.
Great.
The Special Chronicles is on there, so right? Why not?
Yeah.
And why not on the Chicago Duck Derby website, we embedded the player from iHeartRadio.
That would be awesome.
I think we, yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
Awesome.
With that, this was a 28-minute segment.
Yes.
Now,
sorry for talking so much, you guys.
let's move on to the questions that
The star of the show.
The star of the show, Mike. Your questions were texted to me to what's that number again? 630. Do you have it?
280-3082.
So I think we need to come up with a jingle for that song, for that number, right? Okay. So maybe we can talk with our music people.
Love it.
Right. And maybe Bree can sing that, or somebody. Right?
That would be fun.
Right? Okay. We'll just come up with all different types of new stuff on the show. All right. So Mike, these questions were texted, and if you have any questions about the questions, you can ask person to the left or right of you.
Already?
Left of you, right? I don't know. Left. I don't know what the
Right.
thing
Right.
is. Yeah. Okay.
You got it.
And so Mike, you will first tell us before we get to that question. When were you named the Duck Ambassador?
I was named the Duck Ambassador back in, I think, February. We had a meeting.
Awesome. I'm sad I couldn't make that, but
Yeah, that was a great time. Everybody had a bag, and whoever had the golden duck was the Duck Ambassador, which was me.
And speaking of that, we'll give another round of applause. And I don't know why the applause is so long, but okay. I think I can actually fade down the audience. So. Okay, so when you were selected, Mike, as the Duck Ambassador, how does it feel to be how did it feel to be selected as a Duck Ambassador? And now that it's what? Is it May? June?
June.
clearly we don't know what day it is, but okay. So now that it's been, what, like 5 months, 6 months, whatever. Has it been a year? I think it's been a year, right?
This has been the longest year.
I know. It has, right? It really has. And so with that, with this longest year, how does it feel to be the Duck Ambassador?
No, it's great being in Duck Ambassador. It's always nice representing Special Olympics. I enjoy Special Olympics very much.
Awesome. And with everything, with everybody being quarantined, there was an awesome song that by an artist he is originally from Downers Grove, but it's called Quarantine Life. And the music video that he and his family did at his house just hit 1 million views on YouTube. So I'll share the link with you guys. It's pretty awesome. It's called Quarantine Life. And so speaking of Quarantine Life, how have you been handling everything with quarantine and living and Whitty, how have you been living the quarantine life?
At first I was kind of scared, like going to work every day and wearing a mask and gloves, but you got to do what you got to do. I mean, every day I go to work, I wear gloves and I wear a mask every day. And then when I'm out doing carts, when I bring the carts in, we have to wipe the carts down with wipe that has like Clorox on them. And then the hand baskets we take and we wipe all the baskets down before we put them back. So we're pretty safe at Jewel. So anybody that comes into Jewel, they all have to have a face mask. If not, we got to tell them before you come in the store, you got to have a mask on, or you won't be able to come in. Yeah,
I know. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. I feel the same way about looking at United Airlines at the airport. And speaking of Clorox, you said, and we should also mention to our listeners, please don't drink the Clorox.
Yeah, it's very important.
It's what it is. We shouldn't be saying that, but okay. And so if the audio podcast listeners can't see us, but go watch the video on YouTube, Facebook Watch, IGTV, right? And you can see what's on my phone, what pop socket is on my phone.
Ooh, is it United?
Yes. United, Dan?
Yeah, it's United.
Oh, that's nice.
So, and they partner. They're the first airline to have this Clean Plus program. So they partner with Clorox and this health company. So, and we actually give customers masks. So I don't know if Juliet does that, but awesome. And so, how does it feel? Wait, wait, Mike. Our listener who texted in just texted two of the same questions.
Sorry.
Let's just bypass that, okay? Because
right. I'm new to this. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. But see, now people can text, right? It's easy, right? Just grab your phone and text what's the number of the text? What's the number of the text?
630-280-3082.
Awesome. And sorry, I had to find in the question. What's your favorite part about the Ducky Derby?
Can you repeat?
Yeah. What's your favorite part about the Duck Derby?
My favorite part? It's nice wearing the duck costume and all the little kids come and give me a hug.
Ooh.
One on the taxi boat. Yeah, it's a great time. I enjoy it.
Did you just tell all our kid listeners that that you're the duck?
That's okay.
It's okay. It's all good.
What else do you like about the duck?
Yeah.
Just helping out and do whatever I have to do.
Mike has been really helpful. He's been helping to send out some of the souvenirs and to help with the orders here. And of course, he's been promoting the event like crazy. So we're really grateful to have Mike's help. He's been awesome. Yeah. I don't know if you saw him in the sneak peek game show.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to say we should have had a game show on this sneak peek podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was awesome. That was with and didn't you? Well, can we give spoilers on who won that game show?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, yeah. But people should still go watch it, right?
Yes.
So, who won that game show? Because Mike, it was you, Splash. I feel like Splash didn't do that good at the game, but
Flash really tried.
No, he really tried. It was fun though, Daniel.
he tried. But and Jake Hamilton from Fox 32, our good friend, he hosted it, and it was along with Dave Green. Dave did a good job. I mean, I was surprised that Dave had a lot of stuff in his office.
Yeah,
Yes.
too.
And then that other guy, I'm not good.
Cuevas.
Mark Cuevas.
Mhm.
I should have loaned from our days at the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game. I'm not good on my. So,
That's all right.
okay.
That's what you got us for.
Yeah. So, yeah. Who won the game?
I did.
Yeah, Mike was awesome.
I was awesome. I was right there all the time. I kept teasing Dave all the time.
Yeah.
Daniel.
Awesome. Awesome. I think we all tease Dave a little bit. And so what sports do you, well, these questions are out of order, but whatever. Okay. Whatever. Okay. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. Whatever. It's okay. I shouldn't be commenting on the I love it when our listeners text us. So just, yeah, it doesn't matter. Text us in any order you want. What sports do you play? I feel like you already mentioned that at the top of the show, right?
I did. I'll repeat a little bit.
Yeah.
I do softball, basketball, and bocce.
Awesome. And of all those sports that you just mentioned for the second time, because people could pause and come back. And so, and of all those sports, actually, let's ask who else is in that part of the studio? That part of the Zoom studio.
Just us for right now.
Oh, okay. Let's see if we could call a listener up, but do we not want to do that? To see if they're paying attention? No, okay. Let's ask Alex, since you're the only other one in the studio. I was going to ask Emily to see if she was paying attention, but apparently she's not paying attention. So, so of all those sports that Mike named, what's the one sport that we both have played, our teams have played against each other?
Basketball.
Yeah, good.
See, Spider's Gateway. I was paying attention.
I know. You want to know? Yeah. You want to know what you win?
What do I win?
You win the chance to adopt a duck.
I'm honored. Thank you.
So, okay. And you have your choice of whatever duck is in front of you.
Perfect. I like this little blue one.
Okay. Good. So, how long have you been a part of Special Olympics, Mike?
Over 20 years.
Wow. That's long. So you've probably seen a lot through the years.
Yes.
And since the Duck Derby has been around for 15 years, you have already been around for all of the Duck Derbies, right?
Yeah, I've been there since the very, if not the first, maybe like the second or third one.
Awesome. And this next question is, well, the last text question, because nobody else, Alex, you were the only one to text us. So, hey, next time it's a new technology. People will catch on, right?
Exactly. Absolutely.
And now with putting the number, again, video will do so if you can put it in again, that number, put it on the screen, and then now more people will text me.
Absolutely.
So,
Making notes of this.
awesome. What?
I'm making notes of this. Yes.
You'll make it, to put it on the screen. Okay, good. All right. So, Mike, your family is involved in this organization, Special Olympics, too, right?
Yes, my sister Kathy.
And how is your sister Kathy involved? And then I've got a follow-up question, but I will save that for after you ask that. How is Kathy involved?
Kathy works. She's been in Special Olympics for a long time. She gives speeches and try to get to raise money for Special Olympics.
Awesome. And is Kathy the reason you will Splash? Oh, you were one of the people that played Splash.
I think Mike is just frankly, he's very tall and he's very animated and he's a really good splash. So I think that's why he's had the opportunity to do it.
Awesome.
He does a really great job underneath the splash.
He does. Do we know who's going to be playing Splash this year?
It's a secret, Daniel.
Oh, whoops.
The way.
You mean this is a sneak peek? We can't give out all the secrets?
Can't give out all the secrets.
Okay, I know.
6 weeks
I know.
before the event, we'll give you some more secrets along the way.
I know. Well, I've got a big secret that I can't say, but it'll be announced July 20th, and maybe that secret we might be able to use at events.
I'm excited about that.
You don't know what it is, right? Do you?
I don't.
Chris knows what it is, but don't ask him. Don't ask him. He's not going to tell you.
Right.
See, I can keep a secret. I'm not saying we can keep secrets here, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, with that, that's all the questions that that we're texting in to that number, which is
630-280-3082.
Good. Because I'm glad one of us knows it. 630-280-3082. And for our international listeners, that's only in the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico. But within the next year, it's going to be coming to more international countries, which is good. Because sadly, Australia, no, not sadly, very good. Australia is now number 2 most downloaded country that we have.
Cool.
They beat Canada now, so. Okay.
Very cool.
With that, now that we are 42 minutes into this and it's time to wrap up, 2 final questions that we always ask. Okay, well, one question, and I'm going to conclude with the question that I always ask on the Special Chronicles show, but then a question that Mike and Alex, you guys watched the Abu Dhabi Daily Show that we did in Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah.
Where else would we have done the Abu Dhabi Daily Show? Right? Okay. Yeah. So a question is, and actually, Chris and I came up with that when we were outside of a 7-star hotel, and okay.
Rough life. Really
I know, right? With our villa, and Okay. So with that, what does Mike, and actually because both of you guys have been on, so I'll ask Alex, and then Mike, you can have the final word. And so what does inclusion mean to both of you? Oh, whoever wants to answer first.
Sure. Inclusion means, to me, this is a great question. I've heard you ask it so many times. The best way to put it into action. I think inclusion is exactly what we're doing right now. I'm so honored to be able to be a part of your podcast and get to be interviewed by you, Daniel. It's I love when our friendships at work kind of blossom outside of work and we can be friends in quote unquote real life. I love that. And I really look forward to getting to work with you and interact with you. And that's what inclusion is.
Awesome. Well, speaking of being friends in real life, all listeners can be friends with me in real life too by texting me at the number down below.
Absolutely.
Mike?
Same thing. It's just nice seeing you, Dane. I haven't seen you for a while, and I hope you're staying safe. It's nice being on this podcast. I hope I can do it again real soon, and we can talk tomorrow. We can play some kind of a video game or whatever.
Yes.
It's nice, yeah. And with a mask and being distant a little bit.
Yeah, I don't wear a lot of masks, but wait, did I say that out loud? No, I do wear a lot of masks. That's not what I was saying. I was thinking mask. I was thinking something else and said mask. Okay, what I was trying to say, Mike, was I don't play a lot of video games, but I can.
No, Dan, what I meant, we could play a game like I did a little while back with Steve and Mark.
Oh yeah, awesome. As a part of, isn't that part of the new esports that we have?
Yes, we do have a lot of esports initiatives coming up. I'm sure Mac Dugan would love to talk to you about that, Daniel.
We should do a podcast all about esports, right?
I bet he would really like that.
Yeah. So let's try to set that up with Mac.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Notes.
We're going to do it on a Mac computer, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That was a little cheesy joke, but okay. So final question. Being in final thoughts, because what better final question than if you could both share your final thoughts on your overall time today on the Special Chronicles show Sneak Peek podcast.
This was great. Our final thoughts, I think, would just be support Mike, adopt a duck from the Darling Ducklings, ChicagoDuckyDerby.com. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, same thing, man. Yeah, it's nice. Get all the duck darlings. Everyone raised a lot of money like we did last year because it will really help Special Olympics very much, and they'll be very appreciated.
Watch our virtual stream starting at 11 o'clock, ChicagoDuckyDerby.com.
That's where it's going to be? ChicagoDuckyDerby.com?
Yeah, it'll be on our stream through our Twitch account, but you can watch it on our website, duckyderby.com.
Awesome. So ChicagoDuckyDerby.com, not .org, .com? .com. Awesome. And we'll put all those links. We remember also to use the hashtag ChiDuckyDerby on all socials to share your pictures.
Thank you.
And stories. Awesome. And also, if people want to get another sneak peek, if this sneak peek was not enough, but if you want to get some more sneak peek from our athlete perspectives, maybe we can also share this other link out with people. If you go to specialchronicles.com/tryduckyderby, I'm pretty sure that's the link. I am almost positive. Yeah, and that they can go and listen to tons of archived podcasts, including from we did a video with featuring us athlete leaders. I think Mike was on that. I was on that. Jose, a bunch of other people, and that was due at the 10-year anniversary of the Duck Derby. And so, if they go to that page, we can share that as well, and we'll also put that link at the bottom of the screen. So there you go.
Awesome.
And remember, if you want to share your feedback with us, you can email or audio feedback to feedback@specialchronicles.com. Reach out to us on social media at Special Chronicles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Twitter at Special C Podcast. Use the hashtag Special Chronicles. In addition to using hashtag ChiDuckyDerby, but related to this podcast, Sneak Peek, use hashtag Special Chronicles. And finally, text me. Mike and Alex, do you guys want to tell our listeners how our listeners can text?
Yeah, text Daniel 630-280-3028.
Awesome. And we'll share that graphic. I will be putting out a little launch video that if you guys want to see that launch video, text me, join my community, and that's where you will get it. Well, I'll put it on social media too, but put it there because I'll be giving. You could text me, but I will also be texting you maybe some exclusive stuff.
Cool.
Who knows? Maybe like when we do some more sneak peek podcasts, they will get a bonus before it's released, right?
Awesome.
They could get like an early sneak peek, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. We'll figure out.
We'll see.
So, awesome. We'll see. So on that note, we'll say we remember choose to include at the end. So until next time, we hope you wait. Let me. Oh, there you go. I wanted to make sure I had the right button. Okay. Wait. Oh.
Together, okay.
My little guide is hiding. Okay. So on that note, show compassion, show unconditional love. Stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time, remember, choose to include. Until next week, remember, choose to include.
Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.